The Sunwell is the foundation of the Elvish kingdom, known as Quel'Thalas, dating back to its founding nearly 10 millennia ago. When the exiled highborn elves reached northern Lordaeron, they formed the Sunwell with a vial of water from the Well of Eternity and poured this vial into an unassuming lake. This act infused the land with arcane power, allowing the elves to thrive and empowering them to defend themselves. Over the long course of time, the Sunwell evolved from a source of energy to the cornerstone of High Elven identity, binding their society together through a shared reliance on its magic. As the Elvish kingdom developed and the elves cultivated their society, the Sunwell attracted danger as much as it strengthened its people. The destruction of the Well of Eternity created a vacuum for magic users, and the newly formed Sunwell was perceived through envious eyes as a proxy for that missing strength. Troll empires, human kingdoms, and even demons all took notice of the divine Sunwell, though none could take its claim from the elves. During the Second War, the Horde attempted such a gambit, and were met by the elves, who revealed the Sunwell's true potential. While the outer forests were burned by the Horde, the orcs found the inner kingdom impenetrable. Celestial wards made stone walls impervious to damage. Enchanted forests closed off passageways on their own accord. Rivers diverted course to flood Orcish camps. And all the while, the Horde was harassed by elvish magi, siphoning the Sunwell's energies with a devastating diligence. The Sunwell was a strategic asset, as valuable as any fortress, a source of nigh limitless potential to those who could control it, and the orcs were turned away. However, the greatest threat to the Sunwell came with the arrival of the Scourge. Under Arthas Menethil, the undead invasion bypassed seemingly impregnable barriers. Where the orcs had tried and failed with brawn, the Scourge succeeded with blasphemy. Members of the Cult of the Damned were once Kirin-Tor, or were elvish themselves. The greatest traitor to the elvish people, Darkhan Drather, opened concealed trailheads and revealed hidden passages, allowing the Scourge army to circumvent many of the pitfalls which befell the orcs. And as the land rotted under the March of the Dead, the Scourge reached Silvermoon itself, allowing access to the Sunwell. While the undead forces were bolstered by the invasion, the Sunwell was the true target of the campaign. The necromantic ghost, Quel'Thazad, required its magic to be reborn in undeath as a lich. The High Elves fought desperately, but they could not withstand the tide. In the end, the Sunwell was corrupted by Arthas, transformed into the very tool of his victory. Quel'Thazad was resurrected within its waters, and the magic that had sustained the elves for millennia was poisoned beyond repair. Prince Quel'Thalas Sunstrider ordered the corrupted Sunwell destroyed. For the first time in their history, the elves were left without the arcane font that had defined their existence, and found that their race had become addicted to magic. They craved it in absence, struggling to adapt. Kael and his followers, the newly named Blood Elves, turned to other sources of magic to feed their addiction, namely demonic fell magic, leaving the world behind. The destruction of the Sunwell left the kingdom weakened, its capital a ruin, its people scattered. Yet even broken, the Sunwell is not without consequence. The site remains unstable, saturated with corrupted magic that is not fully dissipated. Whispers suggest that its remains could still serve as a gateway, a potential portal into realms beyond the world.